Hey, I'm just going for a walk down to meet up with some fellas that live here in Banyuwangi, and I thought I would show you around this neighborhood just as I walk through it a bit. This is called Tamanbaru in Banyuwangi, and yeah, here it is. This is the biggest, flashiest house on the block. We don't live there. We're the poor neighbors. This is like the public little sports ground, volleyball. I went down there this morning and just doing some stretches and exercise. Not too hard out though, because it's Ramadan, everybody's fasting, myself included, so you don't want to overdo it. But yeah, here's a little, this is like a typical Banyuwangi side street, you know, or maybe even a typical Indonesian, Javanese residential area, you know, just a normal neighborhood. You know, it's wet season at the moment, so it's raining for at least a bit of every day, most days. And as a result, it's nice and green, you know, it's super lush, it's beautiful. That's a good thing here in Indonesia, even in the cities, is that while it's you know, it's highly populated, a lot of people, well, you wouldn't know it right now. Seems dead. Tell you what though, in Ramadan, people, if they're not working at their jobs, they'll sort of lay low and just take it easy. You know, everyone's got to pace their energy. Fasting, and it's a nil by mouth fast. You know, that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that you don't drink water. It's not like intermittent fasting where you're flushing the toxins. I mean, you are, but you're not drinking or eating anything. So as a result, you know, you got to just pace out your energy and all of that. But anyway, what was I saying? I was saying that, oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about the you know, the greenness of the neighborhoods, and that, like, even though there's a heap of people and it's pretty built up, there's always space for trees and grass and flowers. Indonesians love plants and beautifying the front of their houses with plants and flowers. So yeah. There are probably, no, not probably, there's definitely places that are, you know, less and more beautiful and green. And there are slums and there are, you know, concrete jungle elements of Indonesian cities, but it's one of the reasons I love Banyuwangi, is that it's green. It's green, and it's not really a big city, so it's not too congested. Thought I'd just show you that menu there. That's random, it just happened to be there. So here, check this out. Basically, 1,000 rupiah is about 10 cents, and a lot of dishes will be like 10,000, 15,000 for a meal. Sometimes less. I mean, 5,000 to 20,000, let's say, on average. That's about 50 cents to $2. Hello. Hey, hello. Apa kabar? Oh yeah, I just add though, on the topic of food, because it's Ramadan, everyone's fasting, so all the food places are either closed or later opening hours. Or they're open, some of them are open. Hey, not everyone here is a Muslim, not everybody's fasting. So there's still places to eat, but they're a bit few and far between. Anyway, I was saying, you know, not everybody's fasting, not everybody's a Muslim, so you can find places to eat, but they'll be fewer and further between. And some of them too, they will actually put a curtain in front of it, so like, basically, I think it's to be discreet, you know, like if you're going to eat, it's not against the law or anything extreme, and it's not even offensive. but it doesn't feel good, I guess, to be just having a big feed and having a munch while everyone else is going hungry and thirsty. So yeah, so some places will have a curtain down, so you can go behind and like, it's not fully hidden, like everyone knows that someone might be there, but yeah, it's a discretion thing, I'd say. This barber here, I come here yesterday, got a haircut. It's closed anyway. That Indomaret there, it's like Indomaret's just like Foursquare or like a chain dairy. Anyway, it's about 2 years ago now, maybe just under 2 years ago. Ajeng and I were in there getting something, I don't know what, and we were eyeing up this dude and his daughter because he looked Maori, as like, you know, because here. Hello, apa kabar? Bagus, bagus. Lagi apa? Okay. Sampai jumpa. Having a break at school, I guess. Oh, this place here. Check this out. Osing Delis. Osing is the local culture here. Indonesia is famous for very linguistically diverse countries, like 700 local languages, thousands of islands, and lots of ethnicities and local culture. So basically, if you don't already know, all Indonesians can speak Indonesian, but they go home, depending on where they live and from, they'll speak any one of, you know, around 700 other languages or dialects. And Osing is the Banyuwangi kind of local culture. The people, the language, the culture is Osing. And there are, you know, other communities here too, like a lot of people from Madura. There's Chinese Indonesians, like there are in most Indonesian cities. And yeah, even Maoris like me. Man, this vlog is all over the place. I don't know, I'm out of practice, I'm rusty, but I was talking about that Indomaret shop back there a couple of years ago, eyeing up this dude in there, looked like a Maori. I was like, hey, and then Ajeng comes up to me, she goes, hey, that man is speaking Maori to that girl. I was like, oh man, so our suspicions were right. So I sidled up next to him. It's quite funny, I just sidled up next to him, like he was looking at, I don't know, the lollies or whatever he was looking at, and I just sidled up next to him and I said, tēnā koe hoa. And I didn't look at him, I was just like looking at the products on the shelf. I said, tēnā koe hoa. And then he said, tēnā koe, and we ended up there. Long story short, we've become friends since. I'm talking about the bro Ed, who's also lives here in Banyuwangi, and his daughter's here. Her mother is from here, so yeah, we've become friends. So we have another New Zealand Maori friend here, but we'll definitely be, I'd say, it's pretty damn sure we're the only Maoris in this whole city. This is not a place with many foreigners at all, actually. Yeah. Selamat pagi. Guys on the road fixing bikes and pumping up tires. Here, what happens when you're in Indonesia anywhere, if you need air in your tire and your motorcycle or car, you just pull up on these guys on the side of the road and give them I don't know what it'd be for a motorbike, maybe 5,000 for pump up both tires. It's about 50 cents. And that's how they make a living, doing little repairs and all of that. I'm headed over there to that shopping mall called Ramayana, meeting up with these guys. I was gonna say, yeah, what they are, they're older guys, they're older than me, most of them, maybe all of them. And most of them are Australians. Most of them have local wives and they live here. And yeah, I'm friends with Robert in particular. But yeah, they have a weekly catch-up, coffee meet-up, sort of yarning and that. I'm fasting, so I won't be drinking coffee or anything, but yeah. Halo, apa kabar, Pak? So yeah, I've just left the coffee shop, meeting up with those guys. They're just chatting, yarning, and heading back home now, a different way. Homestay costs, probably a lot of students and that living around here. Got some pirates living there. Stop police brutality. Surprising to me, not the sentiment, but that it's in English. Yeah, not too sure. It's pretty unusual to see something like that around here, or maybe just generally in Indonesia, maybe in Jakarta, where there's bigger like university culture, and cities like Jogja, protest culture, and young people politically aware. But Banyuwangi is pretty rare. This little hub back there of shops, there's like a chemist and a laundry. We come down here, it's pretty close to home. So yeah, this is the neighborhood, Tamanbaru. I love these kind of traditional Indonesian style houses. You know, they really suit the environment basically. Instead of these cactuses here, right up to the top. Yeah, here is very much a Banyuwangi neighbourhood, you know, a typical Banyuwangi neighbourhood. Here in the central part, Banyuwangi, like most cities, has like an outer, like Rogo Jampi, it's just to the south, it's about like 20 minutes away. It's kind of like Greater Banyuwangi, but its own town. But yeah. So yeah, I just thought I'd show some random, basically where we live here in Banyuwangi. For people who know Indonesia, of course, it's all I guess much of a muchness. Everywhere's got its own little character, which is of course not easy to see. But for people who outside Indonesia have never been here, or not familiar with Southeast Asian sort of urban life, you know, this is This is home. When we're in Banyuwangi, this is home. Once again, it's the big house, the big rich neighbor. This in here was all, this is all new since I've been here. Like I haven't been here in over a year. And this got bought, I think, by the neighbor and developed into some part of their extended business, I think. And here's our place. Home sweet home.